Hey, what's going on? Coach Caleb, registered dietitian Caleb, doing my fitness vlog. Today I'm doing chest, shoulders, triceps. I'm gonna try to bring better energy consistently. Talked about that last time I did leg day. Of course, I'm gonna be energetic about upper body. I'm gonna try to be consistent. So yeah, let's get after it.
All right, so in this video, I want to address two questions. The first question is, how often should you work out? And the second question is, what exercises should you do to build muscle? So to answer the first question, I want to challenge you to be in tune with your body, because the answer to this question is, it depends on what your body is telling you as far as feedback. Now, if you work out, let's say your chest and triceps, shoulders one day, and then a day later you're like, oh, let me work out the same muscle groups again. However, those same muscle groups are sore. That's probably not the workout you want to do that day. You may want to switch it, do some legs or back or biceps, core, because if your body is still recovering, you're not going to get the most out of your performance or your workout because your muscles are still recovering. So typically, recovery for a particular muscle group, it can range from, maybe 24 hours if you're a really conditioned individual, or maybe, 48 hours, which is kind of standard, or even up to 72 hours. So again, that depends on the individual. So again, listen to your body and take the cues from your body in order to determine how frequently or how often you should work out. Sometimes it doesn't just boil down to the muscle groups. Sometimes it boils down to your energy level and your stamina. So as you improve your fitness and your conditioning, you'll notice that those recovery times do decrease, but don't take on more than what you can handle. Second question, what's the most effective for building muscle? So I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just kind of like a fitness enthusiast. And what I'll say from personal experience and reading the evidence-based guides that are out there is resistance training. Whether you're doing dumbbells, Olympic weights, resistance bands, whatever workout systems they have out there that are challenging your muscles, that's what's best for building muscle. And I want to take a quick dive into the rep range and intensity. And so typically a rep range between 6 to 12 reps with the weight that's challenging enough to where when you get to like 6 to 12 reps, you're not able to perform that movement anymore. That's a good, challenging, and intense enough weight. However, if you're going well above 12 reps, now you're moving into endurance training, and that doesn't necessarily challenge the muscle to build muscle and grow the muscle. You're just kind of conditioning it for stamina endurance. On the other end, if you're not able to get up to that 6, maybe you're staying between like 1 to 5, now you're training your central nervous system, and that's where the strength-based training is really, that's what they're focused on. So keep that in mind as you're looking to build muscle, because your goals will determine what your movements and what your sets and your reps are. And typically if you're doing, 3 sets, that's all you need. There's even studies that show that you don't even need 3 sets. You can probably build the same amount of muscle with just like 1 or even 2 sets, which is really fascinating. That changed my whole gym routine once I found out this information and applied it. Like, it did work for me. I did see muscle gain and strength.
Okay, not gonna lie, doing the speed bag after doing push-ups and shoulder press and side raises, my shoulders are burning, my triceps, I think they're almost done. And doing this speed bag with the needing precision and accuracy and timing, and then me just being tired, it's a challenge right now. So I do 2 minutes straight on the speed bag, and I'm gonna do 1 minute rest. So I think it's about time I get back to the speed bag. I got 10 more seconds left, but just lifting my arms up like this, just keeping them up. Man, my triceps and shoulders, they're kind of feeling it. It's not the worst burn, but I can feel it.
So little by little, I'm getting better at this speed bag. Last week I made some really good progress. Today wasn't the best day. My triceps were fried. But man, I'm starting to get the hang of this. So I'm looking forward to getting that coordination down and seeing my growth over these next few months training with the speed bag. But yeah, I'm getting a little better. So watch out there. Like Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
So I think that was 2 minutes. I didn't set the timer on that one, but man, the tricep pump is crazy.
All right, so this is the end of my workout, and I just want to ask, what are y'all doing for y'all workouts? Let me know in the comments. What's your program? What's your routine? And stay motivated out there. Stay disciplined. Stay consistent. That's the number one key. And speaking of consistency, I'm going to tease an upcoming guest on my Gamma Wave podcast, and we're going to talk about the C's. We're going to talk about consistency. We're going to talk about creatine. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy this next podcast. That may not be the next one, but it's an upcoming episode for sure.
All right, we just finished this chest, triceps, and shoulders workout. Feeling pretty good. Added some extra stuff like some side raises. Did an extra set of push-ups with like an underhand grip just to try that out. And I think next time, and I just did one rep or one set to try it out, but dumbbell push-ups with like the row, I tried that a little bit too, but I didn't do a full like a full exercise set for it, but just testing it out. And now it's time to recover. So hopefully you're getting your workouts in. If you're not getting workouts in, hopefully you're getting joyful movement, which joyful movement is anything that you love to do with your body to get your body moving. And hopefully you're recovering really well with sleep, managing your stress, and getting really great nutrition, staying hydrated, getting your electrolytes, getting your protein, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. I love to talk about nutrition. I may not talk about this a lot, but I'm a registered dietitian, and my jam is helping you reach your jam, whether that's with nutrition, weight loss, reaching your health goals. Let's get after it. All right, I'm out of breath, as you can see. Until next time, later.